Hey, it's a great day. I'm Mike Current, Energizer. Today's day 128 on the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, so let's do this. Today, not quite sure what we're going to be doing today. There's a bridge out, and there is an official alternate in place. And most people are taking the alternate. Not so much because the river is not fordable, but because if you take the alternate, you can avoid Wildcat Ridge, or at least most of it, the hard part. And so most people are taking that. We want to go take a look at the river. We want to see if it is fordable. If it is, we want to continue on to the on the regular red line and knock out the Wildcats. So yeah, gotta go see the river, then we'll make a choice. Then that'll determine how the day's gonna go. Attention Appalachian Trail users. The Madison Gulf Bridge is closed to all foot traffic 1/2 mile ahead. Please find an alternate crossing of the Peabody River or follow the identified detour if hiking the Appalachian Trail. The detour omits Pinkham Notch and the Wildcat Ridge. If you wish to continue on this portion of the AT, you will have to ford the river. Thank you for your cooperation. So that's the detour. That's how most people are going. Avoid the Wildcats. Yeah, we're going to go this way. Let's go take a look at the river. I don't see where the bridge is supposed to be. Maybe this is just a fording site, but the river just, doesn't look like a big deal. So, that last stream wasn't the Peabody River, it was just a tributary. So now it sounds like we're getting to the real thing. Oh, there's the bridge, so we'll go take a look. All right, that's the suspension bridge that's closed. So I gotta find a place to cross. And there's definitely more water here in that little tributary, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. If anything, you could just wade across the darn thing. Slow enough right there. Well, I gotta cross this rock hop. Yeah. But the water's not flowing very fast in certain spots, so you could just wade across. Be worried about slipping. Not a big deal. So now that that's over with, we know what's going to happen. Today, we're going to go down to Pinkham Lodge, hopefully take a shower, do a resupply, get some food, not staying there, and then continue on, going to the Wildcats. Alright, all done at the visitor center. Now, go up what is known to be the steepest section of the Appalachian Trail. Nice little pond on the side of the road here. Check it out. Mr. Beaver. Yeah. He is chilling. You look at those clouds. That's going up towards Mount Washington, Mount Madison. Yeah, glad we are not up there today. The Pinkham Notch Visitor Center's real nice. And they got a little gift shop area there that you can do a short resupply. snack bar, order some food, cafeteria sort of thing. And then they have a pack room downstairs that thru-hikers can hang out and charge the batteries. And they've got showers, you know, so yeah. And we wound up doing all those things. We spent 2 hours at the visitor center. Even bought myself a hat. See, got a new hat. And yeah, now back on the trail. Alrighty, this is the start of the up. You can look down in the valley. Whew, it has been straight up. Yeah, and it ain't stopping. Okay, now I gotta climb up that. That's a big guy. Over the size of my palm of my hand. First good view, going up. That storm might have been short. Maybe that's it. Up there, that's Washington. Looks fairly clear. Madison's over there. Still got a bit more. Well, I'm sure I got a lot more, but looks like I'm getting closer. That last bit was a false summit. Still got a ways. Now we're moving on to the wooden block phase. Even more wooden steps. This last bit has just been going straight up these rock slabs. Over there you can see the lodge I came from. And then way up on the hill, right there, that's Mount Washington. After what seemed like 3 false hilltops, finally got up on top. Sadly though, we're gonna lose a lot of that elevation. We're gonna drop down quickly, get into Carter Notch. That's just the way it is. Just came upon the Wildcats ski area. Sign says, easy way. That's for the skiers. They're trying to come down. Yeah, that's not the way we're going. Going this way, going up. Little viewing platform up on top here. Looks like I've got one more hill to go up before I do the big descent into Carter Notch. You know, it's pretty wild that the tops of the hills are so damp that you find boards on the tops. Yeah, this is the first time I have seen that. Yeah, I'm on top of a hill. Oops, slipped off that board. On top. There's boards up here because the water just collects. You can see the moss. Yeah, must be the climate around here, the weather patterns, just on top of the Wildcats. It just gets a lot of rain. Yep. Now it's time to go down. That is steep. All the way down there to the notch. There's a hut down there someplace. And then tomorrow, back up there, and then run the ridge all the way out. Get it down the hill without too much issue. And I'm making my way to the hut. Beautiful pond. Yeah. came from up there. Another beautiful mountain lake. So behind me, that way, is the Continental Notch hut. And I've been showing the huts on the different videos. And you can stay in them. They feed you, dinner, give you breakfast, and you get a bunk. For a nominal fee. It costs about $130 to $170 per night, depending on which hut you select. And you can pretty much glamp all the way across, the White Mountains, staying in huts. And now, through hikers, it's a little bit more difficult because some of the huts book up pretty early, and through hikers don't know where they're going to be. But each of the huts allows 2 through hikers every night to do work for stay. And what that means is you do some kind of chore, spend 30 minutes cleaning up or whatever it is. And for that, they feed you dinner, whatever's left over, people haven't eaten. And then you can camp essentially where the dining room is. And then you got to be up by the morning. But it's an experience that, through hikers talk about. It's like, hey, have you ever done work for stay? Yeah. And so far, Duracell and I haven't been able to be lucky enough. And tonight, we're the 2. So we're going to be doing work for stay. It's going to be wild. Real lucky too. So closing out day 128. First the Carter hut. They gave us some chores to do, and I guess we were pretty thorough in accomplishing those chores because we aren't sleeping on the dining room floor. So this is just incredible. Hey, I've heard through hikers say that the alternate going because of the suspension bridge being out, the alternate is the official trail. I've heard hikers say that. I haven't read that. I have read that it is a U.S. Forestry Service alternate, official alternate. And if a person is completing their through hike and they apply to the Appalachian Trail Conservancy for their 2,000 mile certificate, that section is acceptable if you take the alternate. So I haven't read where it is the official trail, but some through hikers are saying that. And if that is the case, then Duracell and I did Blue Blaze today because we wanted to go up and over the Wildcats. Each step of this through hike, we're taking it with, leaving it all on the ice. We wanted to finish it with no regrets, and the Wildcats are part of the Appalachian Trail, so we knocked it out. It was rough. Yeah, we did it. Tomorrow, be up along the ridge. See you then.